Yo, what's up everybody? It's Fixin's Universe and we're diving headfirst into the world of electric vehicles. Specifically, how to charge them. Because, yeah, EVs are the future of transportation, they're fast, they're quiet, and they're way better for the environment. Today we're gonna break down everything you need to know about juicing up your electric ride. We're talking about the different types of chargers, how to actually plug in and charge, spoiler alert, it's easier than you think, plus some ninja tips for getting the most out of every charge. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get you charged up. Alright, so you've got your EV, congrats. Now let's talk about how to keep it powered up. The first thing you need to know is that there are three main types of EV chargers: Level 1, Level 2, and DC fast charging. And just like in a video game, each level is faster and more powerful than the last. First up, Level 1 charging. This is the most basic type of charging, and it uses a standard 120-volt household outlet. Yeah, the same one you use to charge your phone or power your toaster. It's super convenient because you can charge pretty much anywhere there's an outlet. The downside? It's also the slowest way to charge your EV. Think of it like downloading a huge file over dial-up. It'll get there eventually, but you might want to grab a snack. Next, we've got Level 2 charging. This is the most common type of charging for EV owners, and it uses a 240-volt outlet, similar to what you'd use for an electric dryer or oven. Level 2 chargers offer significantly faster charging speeds compared to Level 1, so you can juice up your EV much quicker. We're talking a full charge overnight in most cases. Now, you might need to get a special charger installed in your home for this one, but trust me, it's worth it. Finally, we have the holy grail of EV charging, DC fast charging. This bad boy uses high-powered direct current, DC, to deliver a massive amount of energy to your EV's battery in a short amount of time. Now you'll typically find DC fast chargers at public charging stations, and they're perfect for road trips or those times when you need a quick boost. Okay, now that you know the different levels of charging, let's walk through the actual process of charging your EV. And trust me, it's way easier than you might think. It's almost as easy as charging your phone. Almost. Step 1. Find yourself a charging station. This could be at your home, your workplace, or a public charging station. There are tons of apps and websites out there that can help you locate charging stations near you. Think of it like Google Maps, but for EV chargers. Step 2. Time to plug in. Once you've found your charging station, open your EV's charging port. This is usually located in a similar spot to where your gas cap would be on a traditional car. Next, take the connector from the charging station and insert it into your EV's charging port. You'll hear a satisfying click when it's securely connected. Step 3. Start charging. Now, depending on the charging station, you might need to initiate the charging process using a credit card, an app, or a membership card. Some public charging stations even offer contactless payment options, making it super convenient. Step 4. Keep an eye on the charge. Most charging stations have a display that shows you the charging status, including the charging speed, the amount of charge added, and the estimated time remaining. You can also monitor the charging progress from your EV's dashboard or through a mobile app depending on your car's features. And that's it. See, I told you it was easy. Once your EV is fully charged, just unplug the connector, close the charging port, and you're good to go. Now I know what you're thinking, but MKBHD, what about different charging connectors? Won't they all be different? Well, just like with phones, there are different types of connectors used for EV charging. But don't worry, most EVs and charging stations are compatible with more than one type of connector, so you'll usually find something that works for your car. And here's another pro tip. Always double check that you're using the correct charging cable for your EV. Safety first, people. Okay, so you've mastered the basics of EV charging. Now, let's take it to the next level with some pro tips to maximize your efficiency and squeeze every last mile out of your charge. First up, embrace the power of overnight charging. Remember how we talked about Level 2 chargers being perfect for home use? Well, that's because they allow you to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates, which are often cheaper than daytime rates. Plus, you can wake up to a fully charged EV every morning. It's like magic. Next, plan your route strategically. Just like you wouldn't drive a gas car on empty, it's important to plan your trips in advance when driving an EV, especially for longer journeys. Use navigation apps that show charging station locations along your route so you can stay juiced up and avoid range anxiety. Here's a big one. Don't overcharge. I know it's tempting to keep your EV plugged in all the time to make sure it's always topped off. but constantly charging to 100% can actually degrade your battery's lifespan over time. Most EV manufacturers recommend charging to around 80% for daily driving, which helps to preserve the battery's health and longevity. And while we're on the topic of battery health, let's talk about extreme temperatures. Just like your phone or laptop, EV batteries don't love extreme heat or cold. So if you live in a particularly hot or cold climate, try to park your EV in a garage or shaded area to help regulate the battery temperature and extend its lifespan. Here's another tip that might surprise you: use public chargers wisely. While it might seem counterintuitive, using public chargers for every little top-up isn't always the most efficient strategy. Public chargers, especially DC fast chargers, can put more stress on your battery compared to slower charging methods. By following these tips, you can optimize your charging routine, extend the life of your EV's battery, and minimize your impact on the environment. Chapter 4. Home charging versus public stations. What's right for you? One of the most common questions I get about EVs is whether it's better to charge at home or at public charging stations. And the answer, like most things in life, is, it depends. Charging at home is like having your own personal gas station right in your garage. It's insanely convenient. You can just plug in your EV overnight and wake up to a full charge, ready to tackle your day. No more making those dreaded trips to the gas station. Plus, charging at home is often cheaper than charging at public stations, especially if you can take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. But, if you frequently drive long distances or don't have access to home charging, then public charging stations are going to be your new best friend. Public stations are popping up everywhere these days: shopping malls, grocery stores, apartment complexes, even some workplaces offer them. And with the rise of ultra-fast DC fast chargers, you can add a significant amount of range in a short amount of time, making them perfect for road trips or those times when you need a quick boost. So, which one's right for you? Well, if you have a dedicated parking spot and the ability to install a level 2 charger, then home charging is definitely the way to go. It's the most convenient, cost-effective, and hassle-free option. But if you're always on the move or don't have a place to charge at home, then public charging stations will be your go-to solution. Chapter 5. The future of EV charging. It's about to get even better. We've covered a lot of ground today, but let's talk about where EV charging is headed. Spoiler alert, it's about to get even more awesome. First up, we've got ultra-fast chargers. I'm talking about charging speeds so fast they'll make your head spin. We're talking about adding hundreds of miles of range in just a few minutes. These next-gen chargers are already starting to pop up, and they promise to make EV charging even faster and more convenient than ever before. But hold on, it gets even cooler. Remember those wireless charging pads you use for your phone? Yeah, those are coming to EVs too. Imagine pulling into your garage and having your car automatically start charging wirelessly, no more fumbling with cables in the dark. And if that wasn't enough, get this, solar-powered charging stations. These bad boys use the power of the sun to generate electricity so you can charge your EV without drawing any power from the grid. Talk about sustainable transportation. Chapter 6. Charge up and drive into the future, and that's a wrap. We've covered a ton of information today, from the different types of EV chargers to tips for efficient charging to the exciting future of EV charging technology. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. With a little planning and the right information, you can seamlessly integrate an EV into your lifestyle and enjoy all the benefits that come with driving electric. So, what are you waiting for? Join the EV revolution and experience the future of transportation. So that's it, guys. Hopefully, you guys are now fully charged up on EV charging. It's not as intimidating as it seems, right? Once you go electric, you'll never go back. Big thanks to Fixin's Universe for having me on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to them for more awesome EV content. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.